I thought winning the pancake eating contest was a giant victory. It was the pinnacle of my middle school career. After scarfing down that last piece and raising my hands with triumph, I looked up at the faces of my 6th grade peers and the look of disgust they had of the fat girl wearing snap-up basketball pants who just inhaled 6 pancakes in 43 seconds. My happiness went to sheer embarrassment as I realized no one, not a single person, was quite as impressed as I was. Sure, you can say who cares, have confidence, take pride in yourself. And the thing is, I literally had to swallow my pride, along with a mouthful of syrupy goodness, am I right? But as a 5'10" tomboy who had just won the pancake eating contest in the beginning of 6th grade with her peers who she was stuck spending the next 7 years with, yeah, try explaining that to her. Try explaining that to every girl, boy, hell, human being who was raised in society with constant commands of who to be, how to act, what to wear, who to date. With the media slapping them in the face every time the TV flashes on, every time grandma tells them to stand up straighter, every time they are asked if they are sure they want that extra cupcake, every time their friend tells them about their new fad diet, yeah, try explaining that to every single human being, every single time they look in the mirror and aren't satisfied with the face staring back at them. All right, maybe I'm being a little bit dramatic. It was middle school, and middle school is supposed to suck, right? But why was it supposed to suck? Because it was some predetermined stop along the ride where we were taught to despise ourselves. We were fed our own flaws living inside the skin that we were trained to hate, inside our mind that wasn't smart enough, our talent that wasn't unique enough, our body that wasn't pretty enough, skinny enough, tanned enough. Stuck in between being sporty and fashionable, hardworking and complacent, bossy and bitchy, constantly walking a fine line between being yourself and being who everyone else wants you to be. When in reality, that line shouldn't be fine at all. It should be as thick as the skin you've had to grow after years of pokes and prods. Yet our pores are soaked with celebrities, TV shows, magazines defining us, defining our flaws. Or was it someone closer to home who defined us? A parent, a sibling, a teacher? You can keep trying to point your finger at something else, at someone else, but I'm guessing it was you who constructed this insanely unattainable vision of who you think you should be. But I don't blame you. I get it. I get that every single comment plants a poisonous seed inside of our soul that can't help but grow because we are the ones holding our own watering can. Don't get me wrong, it's not our fault that we are affected by the epidemic, but we sure as hell can fight back. What if instead we defined ourselves by the way our eyes light up when we are talking about our passions? That's flawless. What if we instead defined ourselves by the way our minds see things in a way unlike anyone else's? That's flawless. What if we instead define ourselves by the way we treat others with the utmost respect? That's flawless. Yeah, we look to Maybelline CoverGirl Mary Kay to cover up our flaws, but there is no wrinkle cream, no special pills, no flashy hair product that can ever change the way you love, the way you think, the way you dream, and the way that you are oh so beautifully flawed. No matter how hard you search for that special product to make you feel beautiful, you will never find it. You will never find it until you look within yourself. You have that one thing that everyone else is searching for. You have that one thing that nobody else has. So go ahead, buy all of those products. Your wallet will not be the only thing that's empty at the end of the day. For some, it may be an empty spirit, others an empty future, or even an empty stomach. We are glued to a number on a scale, but I've yet to see a scale that can measure the strength of your smile, one that can capture every inch of joy that you carry with you, a scale that can thank you for your compassion, and one that can admire you for your perseverance. If for just a minute, just for 1 minute, we could see ourselves through the eyes of someone who loves us, someone who knows us, or someone who simply passes us in the hallway, how drastically our sense of ourselves would change. We would see how absolutely flawless we are to them and how we should be to ourselves. We could see that one thing that you have, something that you hate about yourself, is something that anyone else would do anything for. So quit worrying about how it looks in those pants, if it has enough volume, if it's too flat or too pudgy, and go use it. Because someone wants it so badly, and you are the only one who has the privilege of having it. So imagine this. After scarfing down that last pancake and raising my hands with triumph, I looked up at the faces of my 6th grade peers, and the look of pure admiration they had of the wonderfully beautiful girl wearing snap-up basketball pants who just inhaled 6 pancakes in 43 seconds. My happiness could only grow as I realized everyone was just as impressed as I was. Winning the pancake eating contest was a giant victory. It was the pinnacle of my middle school career. And imagine this for me. If just one person planted a seed inside my soul on that day that served the purpose of empowerment over evil and positivity over pessimism, I would have held my head high. Middle school wouldn't have sucked so badly and the cycle wouldn't be so endless. If just one of my 6th grade peers would have said anything, if a teacher would have said something, if anyone would have said anything, I wouldn't have grown up so insanely insecure. So why didn't anyone say anything? Why do we continue to say nothing? If we don't speak up, we are just spreading the epidemic when we already have the cure. I'll say something. Will you?